Well, this is what's going on in the world. This is Monday's Post. This is my interpretation of the news. Now, you get what you ask for. New York, New York, what a communist town. It's heartbreaking. But AOC, the evil Peron on the left, a good-looking broad, I'll admit that, but a bit of a commie. But the worst the kind of commie who has all the money and all the peasantry have to live from hand to mouth in a cesspool of corruption. No, 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 no. AOC, you are doing okay against Mr. Schumer. Schumer has been embalmed for the last 5 years. Him, like the ancients of the old regime, Nancy Pelosi, who actually remembers the 70s quite fondly, since she was in her prime about 50 years ago. She's not a bad-looking woman for a woman of her age and modification, but like these commies, they got all something in commies. But then we get some other cuties like Miss Green with the laser beams from Mars. They say she's crazy and that she says she claims Hitler's alive. No, Hitler's been dead a long time, Miss Green. It just seems that way with the new wave of anti-Semitism that there is some sort of coexistence or coagulation between those 2 points. That somehow Hitler is alive in spirit, existing in primarily the Democratic Party. Now, twist and that's it, Miss Word Weary, yeah. This is from England. There's a woman. Oh, Dizzy, she said she didn't like the Miss America pageant. Why didn't she like the Miss American pageant? Because they put her on display and had her do swimsuits and show her body. She didn't like that. What do you think this is? It's a beauty contest. It's not a. She said they should have had me show my CPR abilities and my abilities as an ER. No, this is not the era primarily here. This is basically a concept of beauty. Then they said she was put with the guys who were subsidizing the pageant to talk to them, and it was awkward. And she felt like she was being like a prostitute. I think her boundaries of what a prostitute does is very wide. A prostitute basically sells her body for money and does the hoopy doop. She didn't do the hospital. Nobody's asking her to do the hospital. This is in her mind. She's a low trigger person. She's triggered easily. Yeah, feminist. She was probably raised to be a radical feminist in England. God knows what's going on there in the public school teachers. The twitches, ditches. I don't know. I wrote this down. I have it left stain. Stairs? Left stairs? Stains. Twister ditches. I don't know what this means. I have no idea what I'm looking at. I don't think this is done. Oh, look at me. Oh, that's better. My roof looks better now. So put this aside. Dead bird alley. Animal rights. I usually don't get along with animal rights activists because they don't want to see the animals draw. I said we should only eat them animals under weaned circumstances. I meet them halfway, Slaughterhouses shouldn't be so nasty. Should be like called kosher which the food is humanely killed. I wouldn't mind paying a little extra money if that was the case. But then again, they don't want to see the animals at all. They consider it murder. Then there's a lot of mass killings and of serial killings going on in the woods. You have experts and well, animals are doing with the other animals. I tell you something, you kill them. God bless. That's the word of the Lord. The word of the Lord. Anyway, well, Cadbird Alley. How they getting together? The Mr. Kennedy Jr., not Mr. Kennedy Senior. He's been there a long time. Um, to get together with the violence to save a bunch of ostriches that the government, the not the deep state, wanted to kill because of some sort of virus that's affecting ostriches, and they only kill hundreds of thousands of ostriches. Don't kill the ostriches. Let the disease pass. Stop killing people or killing animals for no good reason. We all know these viruses are myths. That's smart, I'm telling you. Roddy Kid, hey, one of these perverts got what he deserved. And he went to after a 13-year-old girl, but the 13-year-old was a toughie. She was a roughie. She beat the crap out of him. She's flipping him and dipping him and knocking him and breaking his ankle. He's now limping away with his bride and his body not intact. This is a glorious moment. I'm all for that type of feminism. Yes, indeedy do. I don't like the nasty feminism that doesn't like and calls me toxic. I don't like being called toxic. I'm not toxic. You two are not toxic. Well, maybe you're toxic. No justice in the FBI cover-up. Oh, let me tell you something about the FBI's cover-up. John Hunter Biden was guilty of sin of selling his father's favors for money and getting kickbacks from the foreign government. Biden, the family, poors, and I mean the worst. They betrayed their country. Come on, not that much money indeed. I mean, they're low-grade criminals. 1 million for 1 billion, 100 million for 10 trillion. Then they try to destroy Mr. Trump, who has been sent by the Lord to save us all. It's true. Mr. Biden, you were doomed from the beginning because you were going against God's will. You had an agenda. The agenda was crazy. The mutilation of children, the mass killing of the unborn. That's your flag of death. No, I ain't doing enough to win. You want to join me? You can wander in here, Into the second one. Okay. Now, this is the story. No justice in the FBI cover-up. They tried to get Hunter, the junkie, off, and and this is what the media does. They're trying to say that Mr. Trumpy's kids are the bad ones. They're not bad. If he gets a sniff of Trump or his son, they take cocaine. They're not doing cocaine. They're clean. They always were clean. Always will be clean because they're with the law. That's true. It's true. But the FBI was used, weaponized by the Bidens as a weapon of the government. Oh yes, that's what he did. It's a terrible thing. It's awful. But now the FBI is being broken up. They're gonna go to J. Cooper and they're gonna condemn it because J. Cooper was the best guy in the world himself. He did a lot of stuff that was bad. And but these guys now, it's an institution that's basically the third, fourth, the government of the secret government of the secret understate. Or they're on the ground. They're gonna burn in hell pretty soon. Let me tell you something about that. Mayor Adams or Deans, this is a black guy. He wants to have a ticker tape parade for the military. It's interesting because his enemies are AOC and the communists who are trying to take over the state by the government. They practically do run the government here. They're in the board. I would arrest every Marxist in the city. That's right. This is wartime. You got to do that. Put them in the Aleutian Islands. Here, incubator of pain. Now we have all the Harvard, Yale, all going against Israel. Now let me tell you something. Israel is our greatest ally in the country, in the world. And this hatred for Israelis, they just killed this lovely couple who worked for the embassy. This murderous bastard. Now let me tell you something, murderous bastards. You're not going to win. Hamas is not going to win. Hamas is the incubator of evil. It is, in fact, satanic. The whole movement to the left, they've killed millions and hundreds of millions of people and always fail. But like Jason, they come back again and again and again. But they went too far. Because the white God of the living light has been invoked. And once he's invoked, we're talking Old Testament stuff. I just hope the innocent don't get killed that much. Not the guilty get what they deserve. The man who pulled the string. Interestingly enough, it seems to be all men who are progressing here when the president's welded welded ear. That's interesting. Because I don't see it. See some women in there, but there wasn't. Or maybe it's being hidden. And some gay people, because it was the gayest. They should have painted the White House white for all this subsidy of gay agenda and the Rainbow Coalition coming out. Uh, yeah, this is a whole bunch of good movies coming out, but they all have an underlying feminist theme if they're Disney movies. They're like a lot of stuff. There's gotta be gay people in each goddamn show. Not that many gay people. Although it just surprised me how many athletic trainings there were who wanted to race against the girls. Over Hoaxers doubled down. This guy, Jesse Smollett, who made believe that he was attacked by a bunch of um, Trumpies out in the middle of the Midwest. When it's not Trumpian 10,000 miles. I kidnapped him, put a rope around his neck, and tortured him and beat him up. Actually, it was two Nigerians who were not Trumpians, uh, who at the time at least, beat him up, and it was a big hoax, and everybody believed it. Why? Because there are a lot of guilty liberals who have what you call, yeah, 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 guilty conscience over something they didn't even do. They're crazy. They're crazy. You don't seem great. Oh, what the hell just happened? Oh, okay. Now, where we go? What are we gonna do here? Oh, open this. Back to me. There we go. There we go. I had a dream about you, boy. It's gonna come true, boy.